This is a penny.
And this is a man who has beaten the YouTube algorithm, bringing in billions of views, even though his videos are
fun, underwhelming ideas that I feel like my uncle could do.
Well, the ideas might be underwhelming, the views are not. And my mission is to find out how. And I'm pretty excited to say I've discovered some secret ingredients in every single one of Ryan's videos that makes him the fastest growing creator on YouTube.
What are you hiding, Wendy?
So I have completely overanalyzed Ryan's most successful video to date, this video, which uncovers a 3-part framework which helped him get 2.5 million subscribers in 30 days. And the first step is what I like to call wavy energy. And to see this first step in action, I've completely laid out Ryan's video on a timeline. So I watched through this whole video and I've charted out the highs and lows of when I feel energy or excitement while watching this video. And here's the thing, most creators are gonna create a video with energy that feels something like this, with a strong energy in the hook and the payoff at the end, but Ryan's graph looks a little bit more like this. But what do these spikes actually represent? Well, it's a little bit different for each video. But if we're looking specifically at this video, it's when Ryan has new and interesting experiences with his new friends in the metaverse.
Yo, is anybody here normal?
You never know.
I think so. I think I'm normal.
If I'm gonna survive 100 days here, I need a friend. I need a BFF.
Like when he met Clay for the first time.
Clay! He's first friend in the metaverse.
Or even in this moment.
Stoney, you're killing it, dude!
But Ryan spent so much time in the metaverse, there's gonna be parts of this video that have a little bit of an energy dip.
You almost out of toilet paper. So I picked myself up, wiped myself, hopefully. I thought it'd be a good idea to get some exercise in. On day 19, I just went to Minecraft, which, that's cool. On day 20, I went to the movies, watched my own video, hated it.
What's really cool and interesting here is when I was studying this wave, I actually ran into a scientific study that not only changes the way I see Ryan's videos, but it also changes how I'm gonna make videos in the future. So these 4 researchers, they got together to understand how humans interpret their own experiences. And we're talking any experience, including watching a video. And I don't know about you, but I have always felt like I really need a checklist for my YouTube videos just because there's so many things to remember. So personally, I just went ahead and made one for myself, and I would like to share it with you. If you're interested, you can get that at the link in the description. Totally free. Check it out. But anyway, how does our brains actually determine if we liked a video or not?
I'm not a very big person.
So they did an experiment. Actually, there's a couple experiments to talk about, but I'll give you the TLDR version. For the first experiment, participants were asked to put their hand in really cold water for 60 seconds. And then they were asked to do it again for 60 seconds, but an additional 30 seconds when they raised the temperature a little more comfortable, 1 degree Celsius. And then for the third round, they were simply asked to pick which one would you rather repeat, round 1 or round 2? And everyone said round 2. And this is interesting because even though round 1 was technically for a shorter amount of time, people would rather do round 2, it being longer, when the end of the experience was more comfortable. And the next experiment was done with colonoscopies, so that's fun. So the first group had a procedure done where the scope was left in for an additional 3 minutes, but it was not moved, so it was uncomfortable but not painful. While the second group went through a more traditional colonoscopy experience with more movement. And what's interesting is the patients who went through the longer experience actually rated their experience as less horrible. So what we gather from these 2 experiments is there's basically 2 points that really define how we perceive an experience or perceive whether we liked watching a video or not. This is known as the peak end rule, as the peak and the end of an experience most highly determines how we look at an experience as a whole. Which brings us to the second part of the formula, which is creating intentional valleys. Let me explain. You see, Ryan is very intentional about how he creates these energy spikes, but he's also very intentional about what he does in the valleys. So real quick, let's just watch a lower energy portion of this video and see if you can catch what he's doing, because it's actually really smart.
Day 44, I went to a lake. Day 46, got lost in the desert. And on day 48, I went back to McDonald's. It was Clay and I's favorite place to hang out, but it was just sad and scary and full of Cool Ranch Doritos.
What? What's up?
I got McDonald's! Happy Meal! Yay!
Now, the fact that he's eating McDonald's by himself on the surface seems like an unimportant detail, right? But it's actually really smart, and if you haven't realized at this point, this really isn't a video about the metaverse. It's a video about the friends we make along the way. No, but really, it is a video about friendship and his friendship with Clay. And McDonald's is actually the location where him and his friend like to meet up.
Come here, my brother.
So even in the valleys, he's creating these human and relatable moments.
Where are you, Clay? We did it. That was kind of the craziest party of the year.
And so many people think that you have to really overly optimize and talk really fast and have really fast edits, and the pace doesn't matter as much as the storyline continuing to move along. And while this was a lower energy moment, the fact that he was eating McDonald's while thinking about Clay, his friend who he lost, is super significant. We're spending about 17 minutes getting really invested in experiencing the highs and lows of this friendship that Ryan's created. And at the end of all of those 17 minutes, watch this.
I got an invite from Clay Victor 02.
Clay!
What's up, buddy?
I caught Clay up on the party and how this dude stole his shaky breaky thing, and then we danced in the mirror at McDonald's.
This is actually what's leading us to the final step of our framework, euphoric moments. Take a look at the rest of this clip.
Is that him? Yo! What's up, Clay? How's it going, bro?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Good, good to see ya.
Clay and I met up and got our favorite McDonald's orders. We actually had a great time together. Maybe the metaverse won't be so bad. Or maybe we just need to spend more time being ourselves.
Where? At a McDonald's. So let's bring it back. What does this mean? It means the peak and the end of the experience were the same moment. And if these are the 2 points of any experience that we feel the most emotion or the most impacted, you are left with an even stronger emotional reaction when you put those 2 moments together, putting the peak at the end. And what's crazy is this is not an isolated incident. This is a strategy.
With these new videos, what I realized is the underwhelming ideas really stink if you don't end them in a way that's at least euphoric or like awesome.
We see this happen in the video where Ryan invites a whole bunch of celebrities to his birthday and nobody shows up, but his friends did. Or when a real business decided to use the ridiculous logo that he created on their building. Or this video where the restaurant owner who we thought was going to be terrifying ended up being super sweet and super nice. Watch any of Ryan's latest videos and you'll see that he always ends it with a feel-good moment. YouTube is a game of always learning, and for me, I don't want to stop learning, and that's why I'm doing these creator analysis videos. So if you like content like this, make sure you watch more and get subscribed so you don't miss another creator analysis video. We'll see you in the next one.